It's an early fall morning, and Chef Anne Desjardins is on the road, visiting local farmers. They are her lifeline when it comes to food.
What was quite important for me at the very beginning of my restaurant, I had to have like a feeling for the products.
But Anne's a perfectionist, so this visit is also about quality control.
She is very picky. Very picky. She always looking for better and improvement.
The taste, is it superior to the Mirabelle?
It's very, very juicy.
She wants really the best that they produce, and they know that.
You want to taste one? That one will be good. That's nice.
I take the one it choose from me. Sweet. I want to have the freshest, the best one. No, I want to be precise on the important thing.
By early afternoon, Anne's collected the ingredients she wants.
A baby seal.
And knows exactly what to do with them. She learned the importance of fresh ingredients 30 years ago, more by necessity than anything else. She was helming the kitchen of her new restaurant, L'Eau à la Bouche, had no experience cooking, and realized her ingredients would have to do most of the work.
What is the easiest way to achieve a good meal? In fact, it is having the best product. When I have the best, I don't have to search for such a sophisticated recipe or such this and this. The products in itself is the thing.
So Anne could hide her inexperience by using the best produce she could find.
Would you believe that when I opened the restaurant, serving broccoli cooked al dente with just a bit of sesame seed and fresh butter was like, wow.
Her simple approach worked. Slowly, customers began to notice the little bistro in the Laurentians. Meanwhile, Anne, Pierre, and their son Emmanuel, now 5, settled into an apartment above the restaurant. Despite the long hours and very steep learning curve, they were happy.
I did the service. Anne was the chef, and I did the dishwashing. Sometimes Emmanuel helped us, and it was a family thing.
We were making like a living from it. A bit, well, maybe hippie-like. Not exactly, but we were bohemian a bit.
But Anne wanted to perfect her raw talent. She'd heard about a series of culinary seminars in France and applied on a whim.
I was so happy, just so, why did they accept me? I'm just a little cook here in the Laurentian in Quebec.
The seminar was called Chef for Chef, and it was there that Anne would have the culinary epiphany that would shape her life's work.
The main thing they were talking about, it was the products. The special foie gras, or the special little vegetables. And it just struck me that those products that they were working with were unique. And in my mind, I was telling myself, when I'm back in Quebec, it's so difficult for me to find some.
Anne became obsessed with getting the same quality ingredients locally. No easy feat in the 80s in Quebec. Quality local products were hard to find.
We serve crab, fresh lamb, but to get the products, we had to work very, very hard, and I had to travel a lot.
It was always important, coming from France, coming from everywhere in the world, except in Canada.
She went crazy about products. It's her life. It's products.
Years of geography training had convinced Anne that the landscape of the region could produce better, despite the mountainous terrain.
What's the problem? We have a good land. We are only 45 parallel up north, but it's not polar. You know, it's Nordic, okay, but it's a good land to farm. What is the problem?
She reached out to local purveyors, suggested new produce, and formed coalitions to connect farmers with other chefs and distributors, all while juggling the restaurant and having a second son, Felix. Luckily, her partner, Pierre, often filled the role of Mr. Mom.
I think both were raised by me, more than likely than Anne. She did a great job too, but I really took care of the children.
I was very lucky because he was not sad at it. He loved it. He loved the children. He loved to do this. He was in advance for his time.
By the end of the 80s, Anne's tireless efforts had resulted in new regional specialties, like gourmet cheeses, quail, and foie gras. Products that were soon in demand across the country. Also in demand was a reservation at L'Eau à la Bouche. Anne's creations had become the gold standard for Quebec regional cuisine.
Anne branded the province with its own style by taking, the ingredients and cooking them in the finest way possible.
By 1987, bookings at L'Eau à la Bouche were steady, and most of the guests were tourists to the Laurentian region looking for an authentic experience. Anne had yet another crazy idea.
What a great idea if people could also sleep.
She decided to open an inn. After all, she succeeded as chef without a bit of training. Why not become an innkeeper too?